Jurgen, Arsene Wenger's just spoken yesterday, saying he watches your team and he can see a lot of his Arsenal Invincibles team and they're playing without the fear of losing. Is that kind of how you see this team now, that they do that? They don't go out on a pitch with any worry about the...
No. You don't fear losing in the situation we are in, but you still know it's possible. So it's one of three possible results. So you win it, you draw, or you lose. So we don't go out there. I said it a couple of times. I'm constantly really concerned about different things. So that's not that I want to be. I like easy life, but I don't have it, unfortunately. So it's constantly try to make sure how can you increase the probability to win a football game. That's what we do, and there's always the other team there. So imagine in our situation, so everybody was like, wow, coming back from Qatar, playing against Leicester like this. Yes, that was really good, but that's how sometimes is. And then the knock came 3 days later this time. Yeah, and then we played, I think Leicester, Wolves, and Sheffield are in the form table behind us, the three teams. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Everton is now there. In the last 2-3 weeks, came up there. But these are, and that's the next opponent, by the way, with Everton. So we play teams in a really good shape and a good form, and that's what we respect 100%. And I'm not sure what Arsene Wenger thought back in the days when there were the Invincibles. If he was before the game, knew it already, we will win anyway. It's not like this. For me, unfortunately not. That would be really cool if I know it before the game already. But I only can say how it was. No, we don't fear losing, but to be honest, I never did. No, it's just a possibility. I don't fear it. We try to create as many solutions as possible to win the game, but sometimes it works out and sometimes not. That's it.
It's interesting that a couple of players after the game against Wolves, instead of players spoke after the game and were very happy with the performance, which watching it, you kind of start to get that round that you weren't happy. But there's that big change that's happening gradually over the last year, that you almost don't have to tell them anymore, that they just work for themselves and manage themselves in that way.
I don't know exactly what the boys said after the game, to be honest, but we were not happy with all parts of the game. We were happy with the result, but the game gave us a lot of space for improvement. You don't have to be a super football brain to see that. We had a very good first half, so like a long period where we really played around their formation, and when we were direct, it caused them a lot of problems. But we didn't do that anymore. Then it was immediately a different game, and they changed a little bit in halftime. Like we spoke after the game, they were kind of angry and came out like this, a bit more brave, and then they changed the game a bit. You feel that when they shoot, they had not a lot of shots on target, but they missed the target pretty for small margins in some moments. So that's how it is. We felt that, yeah. I told the boys what I think we should have done better, of course. And immediately after the game, so maybe that killed the mood as well a little bit, the winning mood. But it's not about that. I was really happy about the result. But of course, we have to work on performances. We never did it, and we should not start lying to ourselves like everything is fine, and when it's not, because we have to make sure that we improve. But we will do 100%.
Back to Neil's question about VAR. When you discussed the Kalani at the managers' meeting, was that something the managers brought up?
No, it came from UEFA.
Right.
Yeah, it came from UEFA.
Was there any resolution to that conversation?
Official resolution, or in that moment? No, that was just bringing something up which could decrease the trouble around offside a little bit. And for me, just in that moment, it's the first time I heard about it. So, and then you start thinking. I just thought it brings back the old offside rule a little bit. In doubt, favor the attacker, which is football. So how I learned it, always like, 100% sure, let it go. Didn't happen too often, but when it happened in a game, and you saw later that it was like with a big toe offside, no footballer would have said, yeah, but he has to see that. Because it's not possible and now if you see all these offside decisions, with a human eye, it's not possible to see that. So like the heel or whatever. So how can we, help the refs a little bit to make the right decision? We all accept it. If it's slightly offside, so he would still whistle when he sees it. So that's the next thing. If you have to write a thicker line, you have to whistle it when it's direct, because especially international, that's the main problem. It's really much more in UEFA, and it was much more in the World Cup, that they let run pretty much everything until the goalie and the striker nearly clash in each other, and then flag. And you think, wow, that costs in a game, in an intense season, that's like 500 sprints for offensive players, and always a potential accident, whatever, or hamstring, whatever. You think, oh, come on, whistle it. Everybody sees offside, and wait. Situation clear, bam, flag. There are a lot of things where we still could work on. But how I said, as long as it's like this, we have to work with exactly how it is now, and that's what we try.
Last one,
You've obviously made only one change in each of the last two lineups, which given you the schedule maybe surprised people and other teams rotating more. Was that because you rotated at the start of the month more heavily, Bournemouth and Everton? That allowed you to go strong in this period?
And we have, how I said, we had for a short. I said Shaqiri would have played last game, so it would have been 2 then probably, and so, but it didn't work out. So rotation is only one thing what you think about. So how do you change a lineup because of freshness? Yes, when you feel it really busy, then you have to make changes, and then, but in another situation, you have just what we try is to make sure that the pieces we put on a pitch fit together. So when we played Everton at the beginning of the month and made 5 or 6 changes on it, so we were sure that this offensive line, for example, will click together. So that's why we did it. But then we had the games after that, and it's about intensity. We get numbers, all this stuff. So it's not that I sit there and think, come on, let's play them today. So it's just how it can work together. And sometimes, and not very often, but sometimes it's then the next game as well, in a little bit in mind. If it's only 3 days, so you have to make sure that you have lineups for all the games. But the focus always is on the next game, obviously. We did it because we could do it, and we will do it when it's appropriate. That's how it is.
Thank you, guys.